Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. As expected, we went straight on to a completely different developer blog. This one did get translated into English and is placed on the North American and European developer blog pages for you to read. It's quite an interesting read, actually, talking about the upcoming Starlight Celebration ending and then Heavensturn beginning on the 31st and the rewards. We've already looked at the preview page for the rewards themselves, but the actual event itself, there is a little bit of information about this. It says the Asagi Bugyo sees glad tidings in your future. This time you'll be able to draw a fortune known as a omikuji, which I believe is like something you write on a piece of paper for good luck, isn't it, if I remember correctly? I'm not entirely sure. This traditional activity isn't a common concept in the West. In fact, I wasn't that familiar with it until hearing about this year's seasonal event. Allow me to share my findings. Here we go. So they've done the research for us. The omikuji are fortunes written on strips of paper found in temples in Japan. Temple visitors can make small offerings to receive one, and they predict the chances of one's hopes and wishes coming true. But bad luck could also be drawn, in which case it's customary to leave those fortunes behind. Very cool, actually. That is a really, really nice thing. I didn't know about that. You know, every single day when playing this game or being surrounded by it, I'm getting the huge influences of culture, and it's fantastic. It really is, to learn about other things in the world that ordinarily wouldn't. So this is the glamour set then. Instead of just having the front picture, which is all we had before, even when we zoom in, they're a little bit blurry, but it's better for me to zoom in anyway. The Heavensturn gear then is what appears to be, I think it's a 4-piece. So we've got boots, legs, chest, and gloves. We don't have a helm with this, so it's a 4-piece, and that's what the back of it looks like, which we hadn't seen before. So that side colour, this jacket, goes all the way round, which is quite nice, actually. I quite like that. The red and the gold and the black goes together so incredibly well, and red is obviously a colour of good luck, and you know, that's all about New Year. It says this year's seasonal event brings with it a stylish new glamour. Yes, it does. That looks awesome with the samurai sword there. But one of the best things is that they show what it dies like. This is something that I didn't expect to see today. So they've done some G-pose emotes here. And as you can see, it's the main fabric itself. The jacket outer is the bit that dies, as we probably could have guessed. But yeah, that's actually quite nice. I like the fact it keeps the gold and the black plating on this. And I don't think it's a very bad glamour at all. I would totally use this chest piece. In fact, I think I will come up with quite a few things to use that. But yeah, it's nice to be confirmed that it's fully dyeable. And the palette looks quite nice. I can't wait to see this, obviously, in the game in higher resolution. But yeah, very cool stuff. And then finally, they show off the crane banner, which is also... obviously from the event. You can get that from one of the NPCs, and this is what the omikuji draw looks like. So there is a UI element part of this. This says misfortune is written on the omikuji. Oh no, well, that could have gone better. Till next time, signing off. So I don't know if this is random what omikuji you get, whether or not it's going to be different per person. If you're, you know, because if you get a negative one, you're supposed to leave it behind, right? To leave, it's like a weird way of saying like leaving your troubles behind sort of thing, right? To look forward past this negative prediction, put those problems aside. I like that. It's very philosophical. But what happens? Can you get a positive fortune from this? I can't wait to see. I do like this UI thing as well. Hopefully it shows like this in the game, like just pops up. This could be just a frame, like a still from a cutscene though, quite easily. But yeah, very cool stuff. I'm especially happy that they went out of their way to show these items, and especially the dyes in our basic RGB here, kind of with yellow. And yeah, I'm very excited about that event, but I learned something new today as well. It is a smashing looking glamour though, isn't it? I can't wait to use that chest piece for many different ideas. I'm probably going to combine that with like some of the gecko stuff if you know that, like the gecko gloves and maybe like a really sick looking helmet. Part of the prediction, I think, why they don't give you a helmet is because of all of the other Heavensturn helmets that they've added to events in the past, which is a very strange thing to not have a helmet this year, but that's fine. One of the other things that people have brought up is maybe it's because of they're not wanting to annoy Viera and Hrothgar. That's a perfectly, good hypothesis as well. But either way, looks really good. Can't wait to see it in the game. Hope you're as excited as I am, and that gives a little bit of insight into what we can expect from that event. So definitely something to, tune in for, to play the game for. And I also love that banner art at the front. So yeah, I'll link this in the description if you want to go read through this properly or look at any of this yourself. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.